Okay, so let's see what is in the store for Capricorns this time around. And you're having some preliminary jumpers. So what are we talking about here? I love this card in this particular deck. By the way, this is called Pre-Raphaelite Tarot, and I love the art from the period. Absolutely love it. It's not cheesy, and I wish I can zoom it in for you. I can try it again. But I also think that this is becoming even more appealing deck to me that Rider-Waite. And I hope you guys will not mind if I use that, except for Israel coming back. Yeah, the zoom doesn't work, so let's work with this. You have King of Pentacles, which kind of like belongs to kind of like your domain of the earth. Oh, I have to tell you this. I was preparing myself in meditation. How did I almost forget that? With the meditation for this reading. And it was not only a meditation, but it was also half of the dream. You know how sometimes you fall in a dream when you meditate? And I was like, Capricorn, 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 what do I have to tell them? What do I need to tell them? And initially, kind of like, just some words start coming in. Oh, I vision, concrete, not emotional. Pff, you know, yeah, sure, they're earth sign. Kind of like, not a big deal. But then, bang! Like, I saw the picture of one of these music idols that I admire, David Bowie, just came to vision, and he said to me, hello, friend. I was like, that's a weird statement for Capricorn, right? And he said, but you know what? We both are ruled with the same ruler. It was like almost like ominous, right? And I really didn't know what he meant with this, other than, of course, Capricorn and Aquarians are both ruled with Saturn. Now, he also said everything will be alright, kind of a thing. So that's pretty much, it was like almost like a blink of an eye, and kind of like it vanished. So I did some googling, and I realized David Bowie, of course, was a staunch Capricorn. He was born and he died during Capricorn transition. In fact, a psychic told him exactly the date when he will die, on exact it was like plus minus 3 days from his birthday in 2016, and he knew it for years. He was hiding his cancer, and I guess a message to you that I have absorbed from it. And I also want to mention his ascendant is Aquarius, and maybe this is what he meant. Maybe you need to be a little bit more like this, because that's what I'm seeing it over here. You see, even though this probably would represent Earth, giving the Pentacles, I always see this, and I don't go with what the regular schooling, like, I mean, sometimes go away, go against what the schooling is on tarot, because when things don't make sense, I'm not going to repeat them. Just like when people repeat, well, you know, we are made all out of water. No, we are made of exactly 0% of water. So sometimes people say things and then the crowd start to repeat them, and you know that we don't have that lame duck or sheep over here, not me and not you. So this card, to me, it's not the earth sign. It's not all of a sudden now represent you, Capricorn, or something. I really think it's giving you a suggestion of that friendliness, and I really like this horse. He's like almost like a Siamese horse with this kind of like dark tips over here. You know, I really think this is definitely talking about traveling, you know, along beaten tracks, but it's also talking about resistance, and it's talking about stubbornness, and it's talking about, you know, material needs being, like, I mean, satisfied. To me, this is the ultimate friendship sign. It's ultimately somebody who's going to say, here, I got this. I'm going to do this for you. Yes, I mean, I kind of like, I'm blessed to have you as a friend. It is like somebody really strong. I really like how he has this gold, and what has this gold shield on him, right? But then this is coupled with this Four of Cups. Well, it's a little bit different interpretation of Four of Cups. Like, we are seeing women completely absorbed in what they're doing. At least they're not bored, like as a dude in Rider-Waite in classical tarot. But I really think also that since fours are always talking about stability, and knights are really talking about almost like inquiry into what is going to make me stable, kind of a thing. be careful that some really good opportunity doesn't pass you by, right? Because this is clearly also talking about maybe health, maybe strength, maybe being in control, but also like, you know, that even if you are like stable, that sometimes you can push it too far. You know, that stability sometimes, you know, comes to like that kind of like stop, and you know, they're not seeing that they're like something freaking magical showing up, right? So this is what happens. Well, I just need to get my salad or my flowers or this. Don't get absorbed in daily tasks. And I think that's what I'm getting from the situation. Clearly, it is really telling me that maybe you want to kind of like establish or reestablish control. Maybe you felt that things were kind of like coming, you know, against the grain. But stop and smell the roses. When you're picking the roses, start looking left and right, because this is usually happening, and it's usually coming up in readings where I see that people will be actually meeting somebody, that it will be somebody special who otherwise wouldn't be noticed, because there's going to be something, you know how they say that 80% or even 85% of communication is body language. You might be hearing the words, being immersed in a task, but you will not really hear and see what you need to see. So make sure you use your eyes, you use your ears, you use no smell in this particular time. So let's